On this video we'll be creating another page which is course. So the last thing we did was created about us page. So you can see this is about us. So now we'll be creating our course page. So let's go to our folder. So this is about us. So just copy this and paste, then rename this as course. So that's course.html. So open it with your Visual Studio Code. So you can see the same information we have on our About Us page on this course page. So you can see About Us here, and so let's remove the About Us section since we don't need it. About Us section. So we're now left with we now have this subheader section and the footer. So in this place we have About Us here. In this our header 1, H1. So let's change this to our courses. So after that, save. Don't forget we only have section called subheader and footer, right? So let's save and refresh. Okay, let's open it with, let's open this with a browser. So we have our courses and we have the footer. So let's continue. So let's add content on the courses page. So after the end of this section, we want to add some content. Let's bring comments. Let's add it course. So for us to bring a course here, let's go to our index.html, which is our home page. We've created a content for our course before. So let's just go there. Index.html. So this course here. So let's copy from here to the end of the section. So let's copy this. Let me show you where I copied again. So from the beginning of this section to the close of the section, copy it and paste it in the course page. So here So let's save and refresh. This is the course page, right? So refresh. So as you can see, what we added before is now being displayed here. So now I have courses we offer this, then this. So let's add another comment. I'm trying to add another content. So let's add, this is the course page, right? So let's add facilities. So go to the home page, which is index.html. We have written a content on facilities, so let's go there and copy it. So as you can see here, so just copy from this section to the close of the section. Okay, so paste it. So I'm pasting it before the footer, as you can see. So save and refresh. So are you saying the course section and our facility section on the course page? So let's open it on the smaller screen. Right click, go to inspect. So let's see if it's responsive on smaller screen. So as you can see, it is responsive on smaller screen. Okay, so nothing is missing, everything is intact. So let me click on this. So you can see this is on a smaller screen. So it is responsive. So we want to create a blog page, right? We've created the home page, about us, course. So now it's time to create the blog page. So just the same way we have been doing it, go to your folder. Now duplicate this course, copy, then paste. So rename this blog. Now open this blog with VSC. Now this is blog.html. We have the same thing we had. The same thing we have in the course page is what we have here. So let's remove the course section and facility section. So this is the course section. Let's remove it. Now facility section. Let's remove it. So we've removed it. We only have the header and footer. Let's remove this comment also. So as you can see that in this section here, which is subheader, we're having this our courses, but since we are now in blog, we have to change this to something else. Our certificate and online programs for 2024. So let's save and refresh. So let's open our blog page with our browser. Okay, let's open it with our browser rather. So this is our blog page, our certificate and online programs for 2024. As you can see, we only have this and the about us page. So let's add content on this page. So let's add a comment. Blog page content. So let's add a section here. So let's add a class name for this section. Let's call it blog content. That's the class name. So let's create a div class, a div inside this section. So the name of the class will be row, div.row. So enter. So in this div, let's create another div dot. We want to name the class. The name of the class of this div will be blog left. So enter. Now, after writing this, duplicate this because we need two. So one will be left, one will be right. So this down one should be right. So save. So in this left one, this one here, break it down. So add image. img, enter. So let's add an image. So that's from the file part is images folder. So let's the image we're adding is certificate.jpg. So remove this alternate. So let's add a title h2. So our certificate and online programs for 2024. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, look at how the image is so big on the screen and on the web page. So I have to make some changes using CSS. So let's copy the class name blog content and go to CSS. So before that, let's just add a comment. Let's add blog content. So the class name copied dot blog content. The width should be 80%. So margin will be auto. Padding 60 pixel 0. Then for the blog left, let's copy it. Blog. So let's go to the blog left. So this, let's copy this. Go to your CSS. So dot this. So let's add the flex basis. So flex basis 65% rather. So after this, copy this blog name, this class name again, then add img for the image. So let's add the width 100%. So let's copy this in this class name again and add h2. So this for the title. So let's add color. Let's give it this color. Font width 600. Margin 30 pixel 0. So save. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, the image size is perfect and the title is also good. So let's add some description on the blog post. So let's go to our HTML, blog.html. So after this h2, let's add a paragraph, a p tag. So let's just add lorem Let me break it down. Okay. So let's add break. So let's add on that text. Let's just copy this and paste again. Okay. So let's break BR. So let's add another text again. Alright. So we've added like 3 different paragraphs. So we added 3, let's add one more. So let's break it to give space. Alright. Alright, so we have 4 different paragraph. So let's refresh and see. So as you can see, we have some write-off here. Certificates, this. So let's add some CSS properties to this text here. Let's make some of all this paragraph to be more than this. Let it be lengthy. So let me copy this again. Let me paste it. So let me refresh and see. Okay. You can see this one is more lengthy than the other ones. Alright, so let's add some CSS properties to this. So let's go to our CSS properties. Let's go to our CSS. So let's copy this block left, then add P. And the P is for the paragraph. So let's add color. So padding 0. So save and refresh. So change the color and change the padding, so it's looking better. So we want to add content on this right hand side. This right hand side here. So let's go back to our HTML, the blog. We created 2 columns before. So the left, blog right and blog left. So let's go to the blog right. So in between this div, let's bring h3 post categories. So let's bring a div inside this div. So in this div, let's bring span. Span. So let's, in this span, we'll write business analytics. So save. So after this, we have on that span, then let's give it any number like 21. So after this, let's just copy. So let's copy from this opening div to this closing div. Let's copy it and duplicate as many times as possible. So after the end of this div, enter, then duplicate, then enter again, duplicate, then enter again, duplicate, enter again, duplicate, enter again, duplicate, enter again, duplicate. So when we are editing it, we can know how many we have done so far. So let's go to the beginning. The first one was this opening of the div, this close of the div. So we have span business analytics, then we have span 21. So for the second one, we have data science. Let's change it to data science. So span 28. The third one, machine learning. Span 15. Computer science is next. Span 34. So we have AutoCAD. Span 42. We have journalism. Span 22. We have commerce. Span 30. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, at the right hand side we have post categories, business analytics 21, just like this. So we have to style it very well using CSS. So let's copy the class name blog rights from our HTML. Copy and go to your CSS. dot, then this. So let's add flex basis. %. So let's copy this again. Blog right. Now let's add h3. So background. Let's give it this color. Color. Let's give it white. Padding 7 pixel 0. Font size 16 pixel. So save. So margin from bottom, so 20 pixel. So save and refresh. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, this is better, looking good, and still needs a little work. So let's add CSS for the categories, titles, all these ones. So for us to make changes to those titles, let's copy this blog right, then let's add div because they are in the div, right? So display flex, so align items, center, justify content, space between, so color, so box sizing, border box, so save, and refresh. So let's see, it is looking good, but there's no space, so let's add space. So padding 8 pixel. Alright, save and refresh. So as you can see, there's no space in between, so it's looking good. So let's add a comment box. So as you can see, we have div right here. So after this paragraph, just create space. So let's write div dot comment box. So that's the class name. The class name is comment box. So let's give a title h3. h3. So let's say leave a comment. That's the h3. Now let's bring a form. So let's give it a class name. Class will be comments form. So inside this form, let's bring input. The input type, let's say text. Then placeholder. Write enter name. Enter name, then close it. So let's copy this. Let's copy it and paste again for something else. So for the next one, let's say enter email. So the type will be email. So for the next one, let's copy and paste. Okay, for this one, let's bring test area. So let's give it a class. So let's give it a row. So rows, let's give it 5. Then placeholder. Sorry, there was a mistake. Let's type it again. Placeholder supposed to be after. This. Yeah. So placeholder. Alright. So your comment. So bring a button. So you can see this is test area, rows of 5, placeholder should be your comment. Then let's bring a button. So button should add type, submit button. So what will display in the button should be post comment. So give it a class name also. We've used a class name already, which will be hero btn, and red btn that we used in the previous pages. So let's save and refresh. Let's see how our page looks like. As you can see, our comments is looking so bad and the text area is looking so bad, so we have to make changes. So let's copy the class name, which is comment box, and go to CSS. So dot this, so border 1 pixel solid, so margin 50 pixel, 0, padding 10 pixel, 20 pixel, alright. So let's copy this class name again, and let's add something. H3, so text align left, so let's refresh and see. So we have a border here, but it's not still looking good. So let's copy the class name of the comment form. Let's go to HTML. So this is the comment form for the form. So copy it and go to your CSS. So write input comma, then paste it again, then add test area, because we want to apply it also to test area. So meaning that whatever we're doing here is for the comment form input, then comment form test area. So the width 100%, padding 10 pixel, margin 15 pixel, 0, so box sizing border box. Border should be none. Outline none. Background okay. So this, after that, save and refresh. So let's refresh and see. So it's not looking well, so something is wrong. So I can see that we've made a mistake from this HTML file. That's why this place is not displaying well. So let's correct it. So as you can see in this place here, we are supposed to put all this file in this div here. But you can see that the close of this div is here and it's supposed to be below this form here. So what we're going to do is click here to open the div. So now this information here, should copy it and cut it into in between here. I don't know if you understand. So meaning that all this content should be inside the div. Do you understand? So let's save and refresh first. Alright, so we have this border box like this, but our comment is not also looking good, right? Okay, so let's continue checking. So as you can see, it's not well arranged till now. So the error we made was, let's go to our CSS. As you can see, this is dot comment form input. We're supposed to copy this again, dot comment form, then we'll have typed our text area. But the issue is that we didn't put dot here. So dot, so as you can see. So this is the missing thing that making our work not okay. So that's why it's always good to copy. I didn't copy it from here. So I supposed to have copied dot comment form. So as you can see now, let's see if it will work well now. Refresh. Yes, so it's okay now. So enter name, email, your comment. So that's very correct. So please don't be mistaken. We have dots. Whenever I'm calling a class name, you must put dots. So I failed to put dots. That's why it was not displaying well. So dots, comment form, text area. Thank you very much. So this is the aftermath of it. So let's create some space around this. So let's copy this class name. Comment form. So let's add button. So let's say margin 10 pixel 0. So let's refresh and see. So the comment form looks good now. There's now space. So let's open it with a small screen. But before that, let me change this small letter L to capital letter L. So let's go to our blog page. So this small letter L should be capital letter L. leave a comment. Okay, so let's save and refresh. So leave a comment. So let's open it with a smaller screen. Let's see. So the title for our certificate and online program is too big. So the rest are looking good. So let's add media query for this title here. So let's go to our HTML file. At the top, we'll see H1. You can see here. So let's copy the section name, the class name, which is on header. So let's go to our CSS. So let's add media, max width, (700 pixels). Then bring this, then dots subheader, which is the class name, and add H1 since we are dealing with H1. So font size, let's give it 24 pixels. So save and refresh. Save and refresh, and let's see. So as you can see, the text has been reduced for the smaller screen. So let's scroll through. As you can see, everything is looking perfect for the smaller screen. So I've completed the blog page also, and it's responsive. So in the next video, we'll be talking about the contact page, and I'll put the link in the description. The link for the next video will be in the description. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video. You can also recommend this video tutorial to your friends and your loved ones. Thank you very much.